This is what I call a golden matrix. The first two spots in this matrix are going to fill two other spots in another matrix, saving yourself $20. But now let's save yourself $40. Did you know when you get a matrix from either tripler feed or restar feed, in that matrix, and it comes with your name and email, if the first two spots in that matrix come filled with your name and email, it doesn't have to be your upline matrix, but I'm just using it as an example, is you know the first two spots come filled with your name and email, that the next four spots in that matrix will also fill four other spots in two other matrices. Now that's not four a piece, that's four all together, and that's saving you $40. Let me repeat that again because I know what I just said is like, huh? Let me repeat it again. When you get a matrix with the first two spots filled with your name and email, the next four spots will fill four other spots in two other matrices. Not four apiece, but four altogether. Meaning, the third and fourth spot in that matrix will fill two other spots in another matrix. The fifth and sixth spot in that matrix will also fill two other spots in another matrix. So you're affecting three different matrices at one time, saving yourself $40. So what you need to do, if you encounter a matrix, now this is a really super golden one because not only is he his own upline, but his name and email is in the first, so that's even better right there. But I got a question that says, well, does it work when if you get a matrix where your name and email is in the first two spots, but it's not an upline matrix? Does that still work? Yes, it still works. So don't worry about it. If you got one where you see email like, wow, my name and email is in the first two spots, but I'm not my own upline, I wonder if it still works. Yes, it still works. So don't worry about it. Now, what I recommend you do, if you encounter any matrix like this, if you have this type of matrix in your account, I recommend that you immediately, or when you get the funds, you go and buy placements and premium placements right now. You go do that. That should be your number one matrix. That should be your number one matrix over anything. That should be number one, period. Period. This type of matrix where your name and email is in the first two spots should be your number one. And then your upline matrix should be your number two. You should fill those out immediately. Why? Because you're saving yourself money. You saving yourself. Why do that? Because you might buy a placement, a premium placement in another matrix, but guess what? If you would have already filled that spot in this matrix, you wouldn't have had to do that. So you can save money when you immediately go ahead and buy placements and premium placements that fill out the rest of that matrix. You're going to save yourself money because it's going to automatically be filling your other matrices for you. That's a placement and a premium placement in that matrix that you do not have to buy. So it's saving yourself money, and that's great. That's what it's all about, right? Especially if you have a lower account, a page or less of matrices, of mostly empty matrices, or even if they're half full or almost full. If you got a matrix like this, this should be your number one matrix, period. Just period, point blank. You should drop everything else. If you got a lower account or you're on a budget, and focus on this type of one either. And even if you don't got this, let's say you just got an upline matrix. If you just got an upline matrix like this, let's just say it's an upline, then those should be your number one focus type matrix, because you're saving yourself money, and that's what it's all. You want to save money, and it adds up fast. Because I know a lot of you got a lot of converted tripler, and so you got, when I'm logging in accounts, and I'm sure when I log into people's accounts right now, I'm going to see some people's accounts that they're going to have these type of matrices. They're going to have multiple upline matrices, and some of you are going to even have the golden one. Now you can see this guy, he has multiple golden matrices. This guy has an awesome first page. He's going to save a boatload of money because he has matrix after matrix where either he is his own upline or he has one of these golden type matrices. He has multiple of them on his first page. He only has one page, so this is a great first page. And I would recommend spending new money. If this was my account, I would spend this is the type of account I would recommend spending new money because you're saving so much money. You're saving so much, and then I will put the rest in triple. After I fill out all these golden matrices and all these upline matrices, I would then go buy triplers.